bit, but we're gonna get back into it. So today we're gonna start with Libra. I don't know, I just woke up feeling really connected to you guys today, so I thought maybe it was a good time to do your guys' reading. So we're just going to jump into it. Sorry, the cat is jumping up on the door. So let's kind of talk about what's happening. Like astrologically, obviously there's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now, which means that a lot of people are turning more towards spiritual stuff, spiritual advising, tarot, all that stuff. And I think that that's fair, and hopefully there's some messages in here for you guys. I do readings every week for each of the signs, so that means that if this doesn't necessarily apply, maybe it's not time to get your message, so check back next week for it. So make sure you're subscribed so that you can make sure to get alerted when your next video comes up. And the other thing I will say is that I would look into your moon sign. So if this is not, like if you're looking for something emotional to come out, or you're looking for a certain answer, you're not getting it from here, look at your moon sign and see if I answered it there as well. So let's just kind of get into it, Libra. We are going to start with your oracle cards here. I am going to use both oracle decks today, I think that's what I'm hearing to use. So we're going to start with this moon deck. You know what? Weirdly enough, only one wanted to come out, so we're going to take it. Okay. With a steady mind, I am connected to our collective experience right there. Okay, so we're going to I'm going to put that one off kind of to the side. So I think what this one is sort of trying to say, which it will go hand in hand with what this one is trying to say as well. This oracle deck as well. I think what the point that they're trying to get across right now, like the general feeling that I'm feeling, is kind of like serenity. So you're either looking for serenity or you're looking for things that are going to bring that to you. So that could be a relationship, that could be a job, could even be like a new way of thinking. But I really feel like you guys are looking for some tranquility and serenity, and I think a lot of you guys need to relax and take it down a notch. So if you needed a sign to tell you to take that time off work or to relax, this is it right now. So I'm going to shuffle the cards a little bit weird this time, just because they're kind of wanting to fly out of my hands. This oracle deck, this is the Spirit Animals Oracle, and it is beautiful. So we're going to read the messages on it, and then I'm going to go over kind of what your guides and what the universe is trying to say to you with it. So let's go here. Let's see. Okay, this one wants to come out too. So let's take these. So we have the Sea Otter, which is happiness. I'll read you what it says. So be the master of playful living, release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. You are your good destiny of love is sure. So kind of hold that up so you guys can see. It's a beautiful card. Oh, I am like struggling today. Okay. And then the other one that comes out is the White Stag, which is the protector. So it says you are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Okay. So here's kind of what I'm seeing, is that you are feeling very protective over your spirit, possibly someone else. So for some of you, this is going to be family conflict and you're feeling like you have to take a side. I'm not really exactly sure which one of you that is, or if that's going to come up more in the reading, but part of you are feeling like you have to protect a family member. For those of you that don't have tension in your family going on, I am feeling like you're having to protect your heart. So there's somebody that you're protecting it from. I'm not exactly sure who that is. Maybe we'll get into it if there's matters of love. Could also be like friends and just people in general in your life, like bosses. But yeah, I'm seeing a protection of yourself or a family member that you feel like, you know, you kind of got to make that decision on. But there is happiness coming, Libra. That is clear. So there's happiness coming. I don't know exactly what's coming from just this oracle deck, but hopefully we see this. But I do see that you're going to get that tranquility and that serenity. And with that, hopefully will come that happiness as well. So I'm going to set these off to the side. All right. So let's start with the Merseyside deck. Let's just start there. Let's get our initial messages. We're going to move on to the Wild Unknown Tarot after that, and then we'll do the Bluebird deck. So we're just going to see kind of what comes out here. Okay, Libra, some right off the bat. Any messages for our Libras? Okay. All right, any messages for our Libras? Okay, I think we have one more in here. Let's see what comes up. Okay, any other messages for our Libras this week? Yeah, oh, two more. Okay. All right. So we have got the Death card. Don't worry. Let's see. We have the Knave of Swords in reverse position. All right. You have got the Six of Pentacles in upright position. we've got the Knight of Wands. We have got the Knave of Chalices, okay? It's got 2 knaves so far. Let's see, we have the 1 of Pentacles in reverse position. And then we have the Hanged Man in upright position. Okay, so let's see kind of what we've got going here. Okay, so right off the bat, I am going to sort of read this like a book because that's how they're telling me to read it. So doors are closing. We're hoping that to get the Death card, right? There are things in your life that we're hoping will go away. I do think it's people-based. I do think there are people that need to leave your life. I think you guys know who they are too. But I am feeling like there are people that need to leave your life and that is going to happen. This is also death to these like really bad negative thoughts that you give yourself. Is I feel like something starts going well and all you do is like, oh my gosh, when's it going to go bad? What's going to happen? Blah, blah, blah. Like, Libras, chill out, calm down for a second, because it's probably not going to be as bad as you think it's going to be. So rather than stressing constantly about the worst case scenario of everything, let your imagination run to the best possible case scenario, because that's what you're going to invite into your life if you do that. So yeah, we have the death of, you know, some people leaving our lives, and then we also have the death of our unkindness to ourselves and the way that we choose to handle situations, and that they're both kind of good deaths if you look at it like that. Okay, so the Knave of Swords right here. So there's been like a really aggressive person in your life. There's been somebody that you feel has kind of had you like shackled down. It could be a situation as well, so take it as you will. There's obviously a general reading. But there's something or someone that has kind of just like pushed you down, created a lot of pressure and tension in your life, and you are just like this piece of coal that eventually is just going to turn into a diamond because you have all this pressure. The thing is that it's like, you kind of got to know when to quit with this whole situation, Libra. So I feel like this person, sorry, the dryer is going crazy right now. I feel like this person doesn't respect you in the way that they tell you that they do. So they go, oh, this is for your own good, and one day you're going to appreciate this. And I don't think that that's true. I think that they like kind of holding you under their thumb like that. And I think it's a good idea to kind of remove them from your life. Okay, so the 6 of Cups, I do see a new love in your life. I see like a really good, strong relationship coming in. Somebody that values you and respects you and treats you in a way that like maybe this person or this situation doesn't. So whether they're connected or not, I think that this is a good new thing for you. I think it's something to open up your mind about. I think that this is a really good situation. So the Knight of Wands is kind of different. So I feel like you have a couple of decisions to make here. You have a couple of paths opening up for you, Libra, and you're not exactly sure where to go. It's like, do I keep with my old ways where things are comfortable but maybe not the best? Or do I go over here where things are like scary and new but like are feel a lot better and make me a lot happier than this path right here? I think you know the answer, even from just saying it out loud. You're probably going to realize like the right answer and how like kind of like what you would say to your friends, but I still get that it's hard. So if I were you, I'd write out a pros and cons list, because you guys are very rational and need to see things on paper. You need like a tangible thing. I do suggest writing things down and figuring out which way you want to go about it, but I think you and I both know what the right decision to make is, Libra. I mean, choose happiness over comfortable any day. I mean, that's just a given. So a Knave of Chalices is that somebody's coming in to make you a love offer. So this could be somebody that's wanting to be more serious with you if you are kind of seeing someone. Obviously for single Libras, that's easy. It could just be somebody that likes you and is going to come in, and you know, you might have a romantic fling coming in. Those of you, this is different. Those of you that are in a committed relationship, those of you that are in a marriage or you've been with someone for a long time, it's already exclusive, all that stuff, whatever. I want you to really pay attention to your partner this week, because I think that there might be some issues that they're going through that you're a little bit too stressed out with, things that you're not paying attention. And the reason I'm telling you that is not only to strengthen your relationship, but there may be little pieces in that conversation you have that end up helping you in what decision to make as well. So talk to your partner this week, have a good sit down with them and figure some things out, would be my advice. So 1 of Pentacles is, I think that this week may be a little bit weird when it comes to finances. So I think finances are going to be fine, but I think that you're ready to be done with a financial situation, as in your job. So we all want to be done with bad financial situations, but more what I'm saying is that you might be questioning the path you're on. You might be questioning the company that you're with, your coworkers, the way that you're treated at work. There could be a million different things, but I feel like work is a little bit of a sensitive topic this week. I feel like you're just a little bit burned out. You're kind of having a rough time with it. So it might be good to come back and revisit that later. I would let this week pass and just kind of like a sleep on it type of thing. Let's wait for a week and then see how you feel then. Not to say that your feelings aren't valid, but you're kind of in a weird headspace this week, Libra. I mean, you're not really focused on work, you're focused on other things. So I would just hold off and just get through the week. Think of it like a vacation, you know, just do the bare minimum this week. I know it sounds bad, but just do what you have to do and go home. Okay, so the Hanged Man is that, so it's like what I'm talking about. So right now this week, we're kind of on the precipice of something big happening for you guys. I don't know what it is yet. I don't know if it is a new relationship for you single Libras. I don't know if it's a family member leaving your life. I'm not 100% sure yet. What I do know is that a really big change is coming, and it's different than a Tower moment. It's a Hanged Man moment, which means that rather than the world around you changing, you yourself change. Your point of view change. Your ethics and your morals and the way that you view the world changes. The world is going to stay the same, which is kind of a scary thought for you guys, especially right now. I mean, things are crazy, right? You want to hear that things are going to change. It's going to be you who changes, which will feel like a Tower moment, but it's so much better than that because it's time for you guys to kind of rebrand yourselves. You know, there's a time for rebranding. Sometimes you guys are okay with just the status quo of things. I would say more than almost any other sign, you guys are okay with the status quo. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying I kind of want to get you guys out of your comfort zone right now, you know? So, okay, let's do this next tarot deck. Let's see what we've got here. I'm not taking all those, but I am taking that one and I am taking that one. Okay, let's see. These cards are kind of papery, so they want to just come right out. They're also new tarot decks. I haven't quite broken them in yet, but I still know which ones they're trying to pull out. So they're just trying to pull a fast one on me. Okay, I think that is good. Nope, one more shuffle. Okay. All right. Let us see what this tarot deck has for you guys. Okay. Okay. All right, so here's what's interesting is we have the Six of Cups again in reverse position. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Then you have the Ace of Swords, and then you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a new tarot deck, I'm sorry. 7 of Swords in reverse position. And then you have the One of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Here's what's crazy is that 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are in reverse position. It's only the Ace of Swords that's an upright, which actually says a lot about what I was trying to figure out. So let's just kind of start here, okay? So we have the 6 of Cups in upright position with the Marseille deck, and then we have the 6 of Cups in reverse position with this New World Tarot deck, right? So pay attention to the picture on this. So see how it's in reverse position, but like the bigger, like, okay, so this is upright. We've got this black and white tree, and then this is reverse position, and we've got this like beautiful, blooming, colorful tree. Okay, so this is where this deck is a little bit interesting and the artwork actually does come into play, is that what I think that they're trying to say is that there may be a path, because we're talking about paths, right? You have a decision to make. There may be a path with love that you could have chosen. So there's a path that you could stay on. There's the comfortable, stable path that you've always known, and you could choose that. You could choose the stable path of love, right? And you'll still get a tree out of it. You're still gonna get a tree out of it, but is it the most vibrant tree that you could get? I mean, is this the most that you could grow with it? Is this the happiest that you could be with it? And I think what the guides are trying to say is that you're gonna be fine either path you take, but maybe take the one that makes you happy, because even though you're gonna get a tree either way, wouldn't you rather get the better tree? Wouldn't you rather get the more lively, fun, open tree than the one that just kind of makes do? And I think that's the big message they're trying to say is like really, really think about what you want. Really think about here rather than here. So Libras, come on, you're with balance, right? So you think that you guys are good about balancing between your heart and your brain, but you're not all the time. I just get out of here and go back in here and figure out what you really, really want. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is, you guys have a lot of big things coming. I mean, this is a very, very powerful card, right? So you guys do have a big thing coming. I think with making this decision, you're gonna feel a lot more stable in yourself. So I think that there's a sense of like power within yourself once you're able to do this. So I do suggest making this decision sooner rather than later, because guys, we have a lot of work to do past this. This is not just the last thing, not the last step of this big thing that's coming your way. This is the very, very first step. So make the decision that you need to make. You will be presented with it soon if you haven't already. I think that most of you have been. And just know that there's power on the other side when you choose that path, when you make a decision for yourself for that reason. Okay, so the Seven of Swords is kind of shy and spiteful. So we've got this in reverse position. I think what this is saying is that sometimes you tend to go within and you tend to be your own worst critic. So maybe for right now, going within and being introverted and, you know, not really letting other people in and letting other people share their opinions, sorry, it's like really dusty in here, is not the best thing you can do right now. Because I think that to a certain point, you guys, you're kind of your own worst enemy when it comes to making decisions. And I think, you know, I'm right when I say that. I think that you need to actually rely on other people. And I know that you're probably like, ugh, I don't want to do that. That's so annoying. Like, I don't want people to know about my life, or I don't want people in, like all that kind of, like all that stuff. What I'm saying is that right now you may not be the best person to go to yourself for advice. So I would maybe look at other people, see what they have to say. It's just me personally. So the Mother of Wands, I'm sorry, allergies, you guys have to excuse me. Okay, so the Mother of Wands, this One of Wands, this is the nurturing card, and this is definitely the asking you to self-nurture. So kind of what we were saying before. So there is a calling to reach inward and be nicer to yourself, if we're being honest, Libra. Like, there is a time where, look, you're gonna make mistakes. And I know that you feel like, oh, like this place and like in this weird spot that I'm in and all this stuff, like, you know, what did I do to get here? What, you know, 2020 has been really hard, and what did I do to deserve this that happened? Because guess what? We all had bad things happen to us in 2020. And that's more to say that you don't need to beat yourself up so much about just being a human being trying to figure it out in the world. That is what you are. That's what I am. That's what your parents are. That's who everybody you know is what they're trying to figure out. And not to say that you're not special. It's more just to say that it's okay to make a mistake and it's okay to not know what you're doing right now, Libra. That's the most okay thing that could come out of any of this. And lastly, we have the Two of Pentacles, and it's in this beautiful butterfly that is wrapped around, and it's got this sort of like infinity thing going on there. Okay. Libra, work is weird right now. Finances aren't. This is weird, this isn't. And it's really important that you kind of like get the difference between the two, right? Work can be hard, you can be uninspired, things can be weird, but that doesn't mean that like your finances are going to be bad, because you guys are rational, you guys are choosing the right path, do what feels right, but you're protected in this way. Don't worry about the finances. If at the end of this week you decide that leaving your job is the best thing to do, or changing the way that you work, or going part-time or whatever, the finances will come because you're responsible enough to handle that. That's not to say that there won't be hardships. That's not to say that some bills won't be missed, but you need to have trust and faith in yourself that you're not going to let things get out of control, and that you're not a failure if they do. These things will work out. There are lessons in these failings. There are lessons in finances. There are lessons in figuring out bills. And you just have to go inward to figure out what you need out of it. But it's not completely your fault if something happens. And it's okay to want to leave your job, even if times are weird right now and you're worried about income. Because I promise you, you're not going to make as much money as you should if you're not happy at your job. So let's look at the, okay. There we go. I'm going to see if another one wants to come out. Okay. Libra, oh my God, you're going to be fine. I don't know why I'm like feeling like it's, I don't mean to come off like talking to you like a mom. It's just like I think some of you need some tough love this week. I see, oh, my phone's going to die. There we go. I see a very, very happy relationship. Okay, you guys, so it's like what I said, there's kind of a relationship coming in for all you singles, and all of you, it's complicated. For you guys in a relationship, you guys are, your relationship's solid. At least if it isn't, if you're hearing me explain what this card is and that doesn't feel like your relationship, I think it's time to reevaluate, because Libra has love coming into their life. Here's the thing though, is it's like a really beautiful, like long-lasting commitment. Like, you shouldn't have to worry about if this person's committed to you. this is gonna sound weird, but you almost shouldn't think about the future too much, because like this person is just gonna be in your future. Do you get what I'm saying? Libra, I think that you kind of have the one coming in. I think you kind of have this, like, how do I explain this? Like, it's just like, it's stable, it's fine, we don't have to think about it because they're not going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's almost better than a soulmate because it's just like comfortable and nice, and it's like you didn't know your life was like that before that person came in. And that's really exciting. So that's kind of on the love note, what's coming in for you guys. Okay, so you do have luck coming into your life, but not in the way that you think. So it's kind of like what we talked about. There are going to be obstacles. I really think this month and next month especially, you guys are going to feel some obstacles, and that's okay. This isn't to say that you don't have luck coming in. This is to say that it's going to feel like you're really unlucky for a second here. After the fact, in hindsight, you're going to appreciate that all of that happened, but I don't see you appreciating that for the time being, okay? So that's another big theme that I'm feeling of this week, is that you may have some bad luck, but there are lessons in it, and it's not going to be like that forever, Libra. And so remind yourself that obstacles are there for a reason. Try to not get too hung up that like, oh, my life is terrible and all that stuff. So anchor, you are going to figure out what stability means to you. So it's like we talked about earlier, if that's changing your job, if that is getting some people out of your life, if that's moving, because you guys do need a change, let's just be honest, there's a really big change needing to come. But whatever it is, you're going to find your own stability with it, okay? And then this could also be stability with this relationship with this new person, because we do have a couple of relationship cards here as well. So a couple ways to do that, but think of stability. If you were wondering if there's stability with this person or with this job or with this move, this is kind of your answer, that there is stability coming in. So the key is definitely, I think, a Lover's card. I like to think that you guys are the lock and this new person is the key, and they're going to help you open up and kind of realize and be into things you never thought you would be. I'm sorry, but the cat may jump up on the table in a second. Yep, she did that. Come on, Slim. Okay, I guess she just wanted to be a part of the fun. I apologize. Oh my goodness. Okay. You know what? Not even going to fix the cards. Sloan just wanted to say hi. Okay, the Sun card right here. So this is bright new things are coming in. Could be the relationship, the job, the move, blah, 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 everything I said before. But there are new beginnings, Libra. Change is coming. That is the whole thing with this reading. So get ready for it, because it's coming whether you like it or not. So if I were you, I'd make it a smooth transition. So change is coming, you guys. I am so excited to talk to you next week. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you later, Libra. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.